Your life is like a garden. You carefully tend to it, planting seeds of hope and nurturing its growth. While some parts are open for others to admire, there are corners meant only for you, sacred, untouched, and protected. Imagine strangers trampling on your most precious flowers simply because you let them in. It's unsettling, isn't it? Now think about your own life. Have you ever shared something deeply personal only to regret it later? My friend did. He recently inherited a significant sum of money and in his excitement, shared the news with a close friend. This friend, claiming to be an investment expert, persuaded him to put the money into a guaranteed profitable venture. The result? A financial loss that strained their friendship and left him questioning his trust. Does this story feel familiar? Perhaps you've confided in someone about your dreams, family struggles, or even your fears, only to find that trust misplaced. In today's world, oversharing is often mistaken for openness, but the cost of letting the wrong people into your life can be high. In this video, we'll explore 7 critical aspects of life you must keep private in 2025 to protect your peace, dignity, and inner strength. Stick around to discover actionable insights rooted in Stoic philosophy that will help you guard what matters most. Have you ever shared something and regretted it? Share your story in the comments below. We'd love to hear how you navigated it. Let's grow together. 1. Financial information. Financial information is more than just numbers on a screen or a bank statement. It represents your hard work, your sacrifices, and the stability you've built for yourself and your loved ones. Yet, this very information can become a weapon if placed in the wrong hands. Sharing details like bank account numbers, investment plans, or even financial successes with the wrong people opens the door to envy, manipulation, or worse, exploitation. The Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control. While you cannot prevent the greed or dishonesty of others, you can control the information you share. By exercising restraint and discretion, you build a shield around your peace of mind, ensuring that external forces do not disturb your inner stability. Let's return to the story of my friend. Trusting his friend's advice, he invested his inheritance into the guaranteed profitable project. At first, everything seemed promising. Small but steady returns trickled in, reinforcing his confidence. However, one day, the so-called friend disappeared, taking with him not just the remaining investment, but also the trust that had been the foundation of their relationship. This devastating loss wasn't just financial, it was personal, leaving my friend grappling with feelings of betrayal and regret. Now, think about this situation. Have you ever shared your financial goals or successes, only to feel the weight of someone else's envy or unsolicited advice? Maybe it was a coworker who suddenly became overly curious about your salary, or a distant relative eager to suggest risky investments. These situations may seem innocent at first, but they can quickly spiral into regret or conflict. For instance, consider a father who casually shares his upcoming property purchase with a neighbor. The next thing he knows, rumors spread, and soon, someone else bids on the property, driving up the price or snatching it altogether. Or imagine a retiree confiding in a friend about their plans to invest in a promising stock, only to see that friend act first, driving up the stock's value and leaving them at a disadvantage. These examples remind us that financial privacy is not just about safeguarding wealth, but also about preserving opportunities and peace of mind. Stoicism offers us clarity here. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This applies perfectly to financial privacy. By controlling what you reveal and to whom, you protect your financial well-being and your mental tranquility. The more you guard your resources, the less power others have to disrupt your life. So how can you navigate this wisely? First, adopt the habit of keeping financial matters private, even with close friends and family. Trust is important, but boundaries are essential. Not every detail needs to be shared, especially when it comes to your finances. Second, educate yourself. Before making any financial decisions, seek advice from reputable professionals rather than relying on casual suggestions from friends or acquaintances. And third, enhance the security of your financial accounts. Use strong passwords, enable two-factor authentication, and regularly monitor your accounts for unusual activity. If my friend had done these things, he might still have his inheritance and his peace of mind. His story is a cautionary tale, but it also offers hope. By learning from his experience and adopting a Stoic mindset, we can protect not just our financial resources, but also our emotional resilience. The lesson isn't about mistrust, it's about discernment. When you treat your financial information as the treasure it is, you ensure it remains a source of security rather than stress. Remember, your financial world is like that private corner of your garden. Guard it carefully, tend to it with wisdom, and let it flourish without interference. 2. Future plans. The key to achieving success often lies in silence. When you share your goals too early, you invite unnecessary scrutiny, doubts, and even envy. It's easy to get distracted by the opinions and judgments of others, especially when your dreams are still in their fragile, formative stage. By keeping your plans private until they are solid and realized, you maintain focus, protect your motivation, and avoid external pressures. This isn't about secrecy, it's about strategy. Some of the most successful people in the world understand this principle well. Stoic philosophy encourages us to focus on what we can control. Your actions and efforts are within your control, while the reactions and opinions of others are not. When you guard your aspirations, you protect your energy and clarity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This reminds us to channel our energy into action rather than seeking validation or approval. A friend of mine demonstrated this perfectly. For months, he worked tirelessly on a startup idea, but shared nothing about it with anyone, not even his closest friends. When he finally revealed his project, it was not as a plan, but as an achievement. His business was already up and running, surprising everyone, including me. What struck me most was his calm confidence. He avoided the pitfalls of external doubts and critiques because he had already built a solid foundation before exposing his work to the world. This approach makes sense when you consider the risks of oversharing. Imagine a scenario where someone shares their career ambitions with a group of peers. What begins as excitement can quickly turn into a series of unsolicited opinions. Are you sure that's a good idea? What if it doesn't work out? Even the most self-assured person can feel deflated by these questions, their enthusiasm replaced by self-doubt. Or think of the artist who reveals their unfinished work to a critic too soon. The premature feedback might stifle their creativity, leaving their masterpiece forever incomplete. Sharing goals too early not only opens you up to doubt, but can also dilute your drive. Pursuing your passions requires a delicate balance of focus and resilience. The more you share, the more you risk losing sight of your vision. Sometimes the pursuit of external validation can replace the quiet satisfaction of doing the work itself. Stoicism provides a practical framework for handling this. Instead of seeking praise or approval, focus on the process, the steps you can take today to bring your dream closer to reality. Epictetus reminds us, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This wisdom emphasizes action over talk. Each step you take in silence builds momentum and strength, creating a firm foundation that cannot be easily shaken by external forces. If you're serious about achieving your goals, consider this approach. Start by protecting your plans. Share only with those who have earned your trust and can provide genuine support. Focus your energy on the work itself, letting the results speak when the time is right. When the moment comes to unveil your success, it will be on your terms, free from unnecessary interference or expectations. My friend's story is a testament to the power of quiet diligence. He didn't just achieve his goal. He did so with grace and integrity, staying true to his vision without being swayed by outside voices. His journey reminds us that success isn't about how loudly you proclaim your plans, but about how steadfastly you pursue them. Have you ever felt that sharing a goal too soon made it harder to achieve? How did you handle the situation? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your experiences and insights. 3. Family matters. Happiness and stability in a family often hinge on privacy. Family matters are personal and sensitive, and deserving to be kept within the walls of your home. When issues are aired publicly, they invite judgment, misunderstanding, and even exploitation. Sharing too much about your family's struggles with outsiders can lead to wounds that are difficult to heal. Privacy creates a safe space where trust can grow, relationships can heal and harmony can be restored. Treating family matters as sacred is not about hiding problems. It's about protecting the foundation of love and unity that holds a family together. Stoic philosophy offers timeless guidance in this regard. Epictetus advised that we focus only on what is within our control and release the need for external validation or approval. The way you handle family challenges should reflect your responsibility and love for those closest to you. Privacy is a shield that safeguards your family from unnecessary scrutiny, allowing conflicts to be resolved with care and dignity. I once knew a family who lived through a serious conflict between a father and his teenage son. The arguments became so frequent and intense that they considered separating for a time. Instead of involving friends, neighbors, or even extended family, they sought the help of a professional family therapist. This decision, though difficult, became a turning point. Through guided conversations, they began to understand each other better and rebuild their bond. The father learned to listen with empathy, while the son felt seen and valued. Today, their relationship is not just mended, but stronger than ever. Their privacy during this time allowed them to focus on healing rather than worrying about the opinions of others. Now think about this. What happens when someone shares deeply personal family problems with outsiders? For example, imagine a couple who openly discusses their marital conflicts with friends or on social media. What starts as a plea for advice can quickly spiral into judgment and gossip. The very people they sought comfort from may unintentionally widen the rift, offering biased opinions or taking sides. The couple's ability to work through their issues privately is compromised, and the damage can be lasting. Sharing family struggles too openly often shifts the focus from resolution to reputation. This can harm not only relationships, but also the emotional well-being of those involved. Children, in particular, are vulnerable when family issues are made public. They might feel exposed or ashamed, and the bonds they depend on for stability may weaken under the weight of external interference. In moments of family conflict, the Stoic approach calls for wisdom, patience, and discretion. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This applies here in an unexpected way. Craving external sympathy or validation for family matters often leaves us emotionally poor. Instead, focus on resolving conflicts through thoughtful action and quiet determination. If you find yourself facing family challenges, take the following steps. First, address the issue directly with those involved. Honest communication within the family fosters understanding and prevents unnecessary misunderstandings. If the problem feels too big to handle alone, seek professional help. Therapists or counselors offer neutral perspectives and practical solutions that friends or acquaintances may not provide. Lastly, resist the urge to overshare. While it's natural to want support during tough times, carefully choose a confidant who values your family's dignity and privacy as much as you do. The family I mentioned earlier serves as a powerful reminder of what's possible when you handle conflict with care and intention. Their privacy shielded them from outside noise, giving them the clarity to address the real issues at hand. By keeping family matters sacred, they preserve the trust and love that makes a home truly strong. Have you ever faced a situation where sharing a family problem led to unintended consequences? How did you navigate it? Share your experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear how you found your way back to peace. 4. Vulnerabilities and fears. Your vulnerabilities are personal, tender parts of who you are. Your fears, insecurities, and doubts. When shared with the wrong person, they can become tools for manipulation, leaving you emotionally drained or worse, dependent on someone who doesn't have your best interests at heart. In a competitive and often unkind world, protecting these aspects of yourself is essential. Sharing your weaknesses carelessly exposes you to risks you might not foresee. The solution is simple. Choose your confidants wisely and share only with those who've earned your trust. Stoicism offers timeless wisdom here. Epictetus advised us to focus on fortifying our inner world and building resilience so that we are not easily swayed by others. Your vulnerabilities are not meant to be suppressed, but carefully guarded. Shared only with those who can support and empower you without exploiting your trust. By doing this, you maintain control over your emotional well-being and protect your peace of mind. A close friend of mine once experienced the dangers of misplaced trust. Sensitive and deeply emotional, he confided his fear of being alone to someone he believed to be a close friend. Instead of providing comfort, this person used his vulnerability to manipulate him, fostering a sense of dependency. Over time, my friend began to feel trapped, constantly seeking validation from this individual. His once vibrant personality faded under the weight of this toxic dynamic. It wasn't until he sought help from someone he truly trusted that he could break free, rebuild his self-esteem, and reclaim his independence. This story isn't uncommon. Many people find themselves in similar situations, often without realizing how much their openness has made them susceptible to harm. Think about this. A colleague in the workplace shares their struggles with self-confidence during a casual conversation. Initially, it seems harmless, but later that information is used against them during performance evaluations or office politics. Or consider a friend who reveals their fear of failure to someone they admire, only to have that person subtly undermine their efforts, feeding their self-doubt. Sharing weaknesses with the wrong people can lead to significant emotional harm. It's not about mistrust or paranoia. It's about understanding human nature and exercising caution. Vulnerabilities are like delicate treasures. They require careful handling and should only be entrusted to those who will protect them. Stoicism teaches us that true strength lies in self-mastery. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Protecting your vulnerabilities is a practice of self-mastery. It doesn't mean hiding who you are, but rather being intentional about who you let into your inner circle. The less you rely on external validation, the more resilient and empowered you become. What can you do to navigate this with wisdom? Start by building a strong sense of self-awareness. Recognize your fears and vulnerabilities without judgment. This alone is a powerful step toward reclaiming your power. Next, evaluate the people in your life carefully. Trust should never be given freely, but earned through consistent actions that demonstrate loyalty, kindness, and discretion. Lastly, when you feel the need to share, choose someone who has proven to be a source of support and positivity in your life. Sharing your struggles with the right person can lighten your burden and help you grow. My friend's journey taught him to rebuild his emotional boundaries and become more selective with his trust. By embracing a Stoic mindset, he transformed his vulnerabilities into strengths, learning to manage his fears without depending on others for reassurance. His story serves as a reminder that your emotional well-being is worth protecting. Have you ever experienced a situation where sharing your fears or insecurities made you feel more vulnerable? How did you regain your strength? Share your story in the comments below and let others learn from your resilience. 5. Entrusted secrets. Trust is fragile, and few things test it as profoundly as the ability to keep a secret. When someone shares their innermost fears, dreams, or experiences with you, they are offering a piece of themselves. Guarding that confidence is more than just an act of respect. It's a foundation for building lasting and meaningful relationships. In business and life, your reputation for trustworthiness is invaluable. Lose it, and it's almost impossible to rebuild. Protect it, and you become a person others can rely on, even in their most vulnerable moments. Stoic philosophy places great emphasis on virtue and integrity, traits that align perfectly with the idea of keeping entrusted secrets. Epictetus reminds us to value our character above all else, as it is one of the few things we can control. When you protect the secrets of others, you embody these virtues, showing strength in restraint and a deep respect for the bonds of trust. I remember sharing a deeply personal story from my childhood with a close friend, a story I had never told anyone else. It was something I felt ashamed of, something I carried with me for years. She listened without judgment and, most importantly, kept it to herself. That act of discretion solidified our friendship, creating a space where I felt truly safe. Knowing my story would not be shared brought an immense sense of relief and trust. Now, think about the other side of this equation. Imagine someone confides in a friend, only to find out later that their secret was shared in casual conversations, or, worse, turned into gossip. Such betrayals not only shatter trust but also leave lasting scars. The person who shared the secret may feel exposed and humiliated, and the relationship may never recover. This is not just about personal relationships. In professional settings, safeguarding confidential information is equally important. Imagine a scenario where an employee shares a new project idea with a colleague. Instead of respecting the trust placed in them, the colleague takes the idea to management, presenting it as their own. The damage done isn't just to the employee's career, it's to the company culture, which suffers from a loss of collaboration and respect. Keeping secrets requires self-discipline and a sense of honor. Stoicism teaches us that by focusing on our actions and upholding virtue, we contribute to a life of purpose and meaning. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." These words resonate deeply in the context of trust. By choosing to protect what others entrust to us, we align our actions with these Stoic principles, proving ourselves worthy of the faith placed in us. How can you apply this in your own life? First, always approach confidence with the gravity they deserve. When someone shares something private with you, treat it as if it were a priceless treasure, because to them, it is. Resist the temptation to share it with others, even if it seems harmless. Second, consider the long-term impact of your actions. The respect you gain by keeping a secret can open doors to deeper, more meaningful connections. Finally, practice self-reflection. Each time you safeguard a trust, you reinforce your character, becoming a person of integrity and reliability. My friend's loyalty showed me the value of discretion. It's a lesson I carry with me in every interaction, reminding me that trust is not something to be taken lightly. Protecting the secrets of others is a reflection of your own moral strength and emotional intelligence. Have you ever trusted someone with a secret only to have that trust broken? Or have you been the one to hold a secret close, proving your reliability? Share your experiences in the comments. We'd love to hear how trust has shaped your relationships and how you've navigated its challenges. 6. Acts of kindness. The true value of kindness lies in its sincerity. A generous act, when done quietly, carries an unmatched power. Publicizing your good deeds may dilute their essence, turning what should be a selfless gesture into a performance for approval. The impact of kindness comes not from the recognition it receives, but from the positive change it creates. When you give without seeking applause, your actions reflect the purity of your intentions. Stoicism emphasizes this humility. Seneca, one of its great thinkers, urged us to act virtuously for the sake of virtue itself, not for external rewards or recognition. By focusing on the intrinsic value of kindness, we rise above the need for validation and align ourselves with the Stoic ideal of living a life guided by wisdom and integrity. True kindness is not about what others see, it's about what resides in your heart. I remember my neighbor, a kind and humble man, who once donated a significant amount of money to a local charity. He never intended for his generosity to be public knowledge, but the organization publicly thanked him, posting about his contribution on social media. Suddenly, he found himself at the center of unwanted attention. Some praised him, while others speculated that his donation was a calculated move to boost his reputation. This misunderstanding troubled him deeply. His genuine desire to help had been overshadowed by assumptions about his motives. It was a painful reminder of how even the purest acts can be misinterpreted when they are thrust into the public eye. Now, imagine a similar situation in your own life. Perhaps you volunteered for a cause you care about, only to be met with skepticism from those who think you're seeking recognition. Or maybe you've seen others use charitable acts as a way to elevate their social standing, leaving you wondering if their intentions were ever sincere. In both cases, the focus shifts from the act itself to the perception of the act, stripping away its true value. Stoicism offers a path forward. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you have done good and another has benefited, why do you need a third thing, like the applause of others?" His words remind us to find fulfillment in the act of giving, not in the acknowledgement it might bring. By keeping our deeds private, we ensure they remain pure and meaningful, untouched by the noise of external judgment. So how can you navigate this wisely? Start by embracing the philosophy of quiet generosity. Give because it feels right, not because it looks good. When you donate to a cause, do so anonymously if possible. If your kindness becomes known, let it be by accident rather than design. Next, focus on the impact of your actions. Whether it's helping a struggling neighbor or supporting a charity, the true reward lies in the difference you make, not in the credit you receive. Lastly, reflect on your motives. Before performing an act of kindness, ask yourself if you'd still do it if no one else would ever know. If the answer is yes, then your intentions are pure. My neighbor eventually came to peace with his situation. He chose to continue his charitable work quietly, without concern for how others might interpret it. His story is a testament to the strength it takes to stay true to your values in a world that often misunderstands sincerity. By following his example and the guidance of Stoic principles, you too can cultivate a life of genuine kindness, unshaken by the opinions of others. Have you ever performed an act of kindness that was misunderstood or misjudged? How did it affect you, and how did you handle it? Share your experiences in the comments below and inspire others to embrace the power of quiet generosity. 7. Health issues. Your health is one of the most personal aspects of your life. While seeking professional advice is essential, oversharing your health concerns with too many people can lead to confusion and unnecessary anxiety. Everyone has opinions, but not all opinions are helpful or grounded in expertise. By keeping your health matters private, you can focus on finding clarity and solutions without the noise of unsolicited advice. This approach not only preserves your peace of mind, but also ensures that your decisions are based on facts, not fear. Stoicism teaches us to navigate challenges with calmness and reason. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Health challenges often come with emotional weight, but by focusing on what you can control, seeking proper care and maintaining a positive mindset, you build resilience. Sharing too much about your struggles may feel cathartic initially, but it often shifts your focus to external opinions rather than actionable solutions. I recall my cousin, who faced this exact dilemma. When he was diagnosed with a chronic condition, he turned to friends, coworkers, and even casual acquaintances for advice. Everyone had a story, a remedy, or a suggestion. Instead of finding comfort, he became overwhelmed. Conflicting advice left him unsure about his next steps, leading to unnecessary tests and expenses. He realized too late that what he truly needed was guidance from a trusted medical professional, not the well-meaning but scattered input of others. This scenario is common. Imagine someone openly discussing their mental health struggles on social media. While the intent may be to seek support, the responses often range from empathetic to dismissive, with many offering unverified remedies. This flood of opinions can cloud judgment, making it harder to discern what's truly helpful. It can also expose someone to criticism or unwanted scrutiny, further exacerbating their stress. Health issues are deeply personal, and navigating them requires discernment. Stoicism reminds us to approach such challenges with clarity and focus. Epictetus taught, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." In the context of health, this means concentrating on actionable steps, consulting professionals, following treatment plans, and protecting your emotional well-being by limiting the audience for your struggles. So, how can you handle health challenges wisely? First, choose your confidants carefully. Share your concerns only with those who genuinely care and can offer constructive support: your doctor, a close family member, or a trusted friend. Next, avoid public forums or casual discussions for sensitive matters. The more people involved, the more complicated the situation can become. Lastly, educate yourself. Equip yourself with reliable information and work closely with medical professionals to make informed decisions. My cousin eventually learned to manage his condition by simplifying his approach. He stopped seeking advice from everyone around him and instead focused on the guidance of his doctor and a few trusted loved ones. This shift not only improved his health, but also restored his peace of mind. His experience underscores the importance of keeping health matters private and relying on expert advice. When you guard your privacy and approach health challenges thoughtfully, you protect both your physical and emotional well-being. Sharing selectively and seeking professional guidance allows you to navigate even the toughest health concerns, with clarity and strength. Have you ever found yourself overwhelmed by conflicting advice about your health? How did you manage to cut through the noise and find clarity? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear how you balance privacy with seeking support. Life is filled with moments that shape who we are, yet not all of them are meant to be shared. The 7 areas we've explored: your financial details, future plans, family matters, vulnerabilities, entrusted secrets, acts of kindness, and health concerns, are treasures that deserve protection. By keeping them private, you safeguard your peace, protect your integrity, and preserve your emotional resilience. Stoic philosophy reminds us that true strength lies in what we can control. Privacy is one of those elements. It's not about secrecy, it's about discernment. When you choose what to share and with whom, you cultivate a life rooted in intention, trust, and inner clarity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say, or think, or do, only what you do." Privacy allows you to focus on your actions and goals, free from the distractions of outside noise. Every day is an opportunity to practice this wisdom. Start small. Be mindful of what you share, whether in conversations, on social media, or with colleagues. Guard the aspects of your life that matter most, and you'll find yourself growing in confidence and serenity. This practice doesn't just protect you, it strengthens your relationships, your character, and your sense of purpose. Now it's your turn. Have you ever faced a situation where privacy helped you navigate a challenge? Or perhaps you've learned a valuable lesson about oversharing? Share your story in the comments below. Your insights might inspire someone else to embrace the art of privacy and live a more intentional life. Together, let's create a space where wisdom and growth flourish.